twin flame energy check-in to see where you are energetically on your journey. For those that are in separation or waiting on your person, well, not waiting, because we don't wait for no motherfucking body, but you know what I mean. Like, you're waiting for something to change, in other words. Okay, so for those that are on little to no communication, let's see what comes through. Oh my God, they are everywhere. Hold on. If you flipped over, this one flipped over, but the other ones didn't. Okay, so the first card we have here is Justice. Okay, so, somebody is either waiting to get their justice from their person, meaning you're holding the faith, you're keeping the faith within the connection. You could have people around you that are naysayers telling you it's not going to work out, for some because you're in long distance connections, or because you haven't heard from them in a while, or somebody could be in another relationship where it's like you're just getting a bunch of crap from people in regards to this connection that you guys have, and it's like no one's going to understand it because they're not in it. Everybody's connection is different. Some may say that it's stupid, it's toxic, it's dumb. Others may be like, hold on, keep the faith. You know, you just got to follow your heart and what you're feeling towards each other. As you can see, they're in each other's arms here. It's like he's holding her tightly. Look at how his face is like resting in her neck, saying, oh, finally, you know, I've been through so much. I can finally rest in your arms. And she's just like holding him tight, like, I've missed you. Where the fuck have you been? Hijo de su, no. You know what I mean? So there is going to be some type of balance. Maybe perhaps for some that are in separation, this time apart was necessary for you guys to get some type of balance or gain balance within your own individual lives. Okay, personal individual lives. So we have the Hierophant here, and we have the Princess of Pentacles. So this person, I feel like they still touch you. They still touch you energetically despite of the distance or the silence. You guys just bond so well. There's a spiritual connection here. You guys speak each other's same language. You guys can be perverts around each other. I feel like you're like this little good girl, little spiritual good girl, right? But you got a little bad devilish inside you. And this person too, like he's his own like spiritual papa, or like his own spiritual guru, or, you know, someone that's, you know, has a strong faith in the divine himself, but he got a little devilish inside him too. And it's like you guys understand each other on some type of level. With the Princess of Pentacles, this could be someone that makes you feel like you're young. When you're around each other, you just feel like a teenager in love. It's like you feel really bound and tied to this person on a very spiritual level. And you like the way that you are when you talk to them, communicate with them. It has changed you. Your life has changed. And you personally, spiritually, drastically ever since you met each other. You've impacted your lives on a very, I guess, spiritual level. Okay. We also have, we got the Chariot here, and we have the Queen of Wands. Okay. I am not reading reversals right now. So with the Queen of Wands here, you could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. How funny. Look, she has a snake behind her. Get my snake ring. Can't make this shit up. And I'm the Queen of Wands. I'm an Aries. So some of you guys, because we have Taurus here, we have Libra, and we have Aries, Leo, Sagittarius here. And then we have the Chariot, which is Cancer energy. And look at how they're just crossing paths, meeting each other halfway. It's like we will cross paths again. The universe will bring us together again. It's like we'll kiss, we'll meet each other halfway and begin and where we left off type of energy. It's like somebody had to turn their back to find themselves. The Queen of Wands, if this represents you, or you could be the energy of the energy of that, where you are just, you know, somebody that wasn't sure about settling down yet. Maybe you wanted to be a little bit more promiscuous. For some of you, promiscuous. For others of you, you just weren't too sure because you didn't want to believe you could have such a strong bond with someone, and you were constantly trying to prove yourself that they aren't the one or whatever, because maybe they read through you or you read through them, and somebody could have had a little problem with that. I'm also picking up here that you are very ambitious. They think you're very sensual, sexual. And at one point you felt like, is this really love or is this lust? Because there's major strong attraction here sensually. And I do feel the fiery energy between you guys as well. But I'm picking up that they also felt the same way towards you. Like, oh, did she just use me? Was I just a fling? But it's like, no matter what, I feel like you guys also been through other relationships or dated other people. But in back of your mind, each other's mind, there you guys were in each other's head and hearts and even dreams. Okay, so we are going to look at bottom of the deck. Here is the Ace of Cups. And this is about fulfilling your own cup. You got to fulfill your cup and see yourself fulfilling that cup instead of somebody else or depending on someone else to do it. You know what I mean? That self-love is the key for balance and for union, not only for you, but for your person. So if you guys are on the same frequency and that balance comes into place, into motion, where you're both, you know, on the same frequency of self-love and you know, doing good spiritually, physically, and mentally, that's when that Justice and this Chariot card come into place, the balance and then the meeting and merging together here. Okay, so let's go ahead and get some messages. We are going to get some expressions of the heart messages here from my expressions of the heart deck. Let's go ahead and bring this down. Actually, put these up here. For some of you guys, I'm picking up, you gotta detach yourself from that stink ass energy that you are still fixated on. This whole, I'm a bad bitch, I'm gonna do better all by myself. Usually when you're in that energy, it's because you're sad as fuck and you're constantly having to remind yourself that you're the queen or this and that. Those that are very secure with themselves and are happy, that shit is silent. You know what I mean? That shit is silent. Notice how when you're depressed, that's when you're mostly like posting yourself like, I'm a bad bitch, I don't need no one. But you're sad, that's what it is. Okay, so here, what do we have? I need you to help me understand what a divine connection is. I never experienced such passionate chemistry that seems out of this world. It's almost alien to me. You see that? I need you to help me understand what it is. It's like you touched this person, they touched you in such a spiritual way. It's like maybe somebody in this connection had a hard time understanding what that was. I'm hearing that song. I want to know what love is. I want you to show me. From Mariah Carey, the Mariah Carey version. Okay, because that's the one that I like. But anyways, yeah, someone's having a hard time like, hey, is this what divine love feels like? Because I'm so used to being in and out and fucking connections that this could scare me a little bit, as sissy lala as that could sound, just saying. Here it says, I can hear you calling out for me. I can feel you pulling me in. Your energy is all around me. I am haunted by your scent. Okay, so this person here, I feel like this is both of you guys, to be honest with you. You know what I mean? It's like, even in separation, it's like, I can hear this person. I could feel them calling me in. It's like this magnetic pull. You're seeing all these signs. Like, I know they're going to reach out. The time is near. The time is near. It's, I could feel it. I could feel it. And it could be that you guys are doing so good and so good that you're feeling that magnetic pull towards each other. You're doing good in your personal lives. You're focusing on yourselves and it's drawing you close together. But then something happens and it self-sabotages and destruction and tower happen, and then that magnetic pull starts to pull itself away. It's like you're constantly having to work on yourselves. You know what I mean? And we're always going to have to constantly work on ourselves because it's fucking life. Life is hard as shit all on its own. You know what I mean? So do the best that you can. So here it says, I know you are just trying to look out for me, and I honestly appreciate everything you do. Please do not think I am ungrateful, okay? So let's say this person has always been there for you, or you have always been there for them, and maybe they never told you like, thank you so much, I appreciate you. Did this person ever appreciate me, or did they use me? Maybe you felt like you were being used because you were there or whatever. Maybe they felt that way about you. Roles could be reversed. But maybe that's why this card came out. It's like, hey, honestly, I appreciate you. I'm just maybe not good at communication, or energetically, I'm super grateful. Don't think that I am not. Don't think that I took you for granted or anything. Okay, so you could have looked out for them. They could have looked out for you. So here it says, I felt like a failure my entire life, so I stopped caring to win. I didn't have anyone to motivate me. You see that? So those go hand in hand. You're trying to look out for me. You see that? Why? Why were you trying to look out for them, or they were trying to look out for you? Because somebody felt like a failure their entire life. So when you feel like that your entire life and you just don't have any luck, and it's just like everything always constantly goes to shit, you feel like you can't get a break. So then you reach a point where you stop caring, you start sabotaging, nobody motivated them, and maybe you were their motivation. Maybe they were your motivation. And so when, you guys are in separation, or something was, taken from you, it's like they left you with that. Remember this motivation. Remember what I showed you. Remember what I taught you. Remember what it felt like to have someone to actually care and give a fuck about you. Okay? It's like the memories that you share. It's kind of like the knowledge that you remember from a teacher, right? You don't just stop and say, oh my God, I don't have my teacher anymore, I can't do it. No, you remember the lesson and you continue. Here it says, I keep creating more barriers for us to overcome. I'm sorry for making everything so difficult. See, somebody is sabotaging. Someone is setting something back. Need some water. It's like, I'm sorry, every time we start to get closer to union or things start to go good, someone sabotages it. Why? Because maybe there's still some type of past karma here, past trauma here, from the feeling like a failure and things not going so hot. It's like remnants of that, suffering the side effects of it, and it's going to take time. It's kind of like needing to take your vitamins every day, or making sure that you eat so that you can function correctly. You know what I mean? Same thing with your healing. Are you taking care of yourself every day? What are you doing to take care of your well-being so that you don't fall back? So that that tower moment doesn't come in and you're like, oh, fuck, I'm going to end up in the hospital. I'm fucking having a panic attack or whatever. You know what I mean? Do a little of what you need to do on the daily to remind yourself that you got you and you're okay. Because if you neglect that part of yourself, honey, you're going to fall. And it's going to be hard to get up. Especially when you ain't got nobody there to take care of you, or especially if there's nobody around to help. Okay. So yeah, that is pretty much what is coming through. I'm going to actually wrap it up on that one. So if you guys want to book a personal reading, everything is down below. And if you are interested in purchasing any of my decks that I used, the link to my Etsy shop is in the description box as well. Okay, loves? And beware of the scammers out there. There's constantly fake accounts that are being created of me. Pay attention to the name details. They always have like a fucking backward C, or a C, in front of the H or some shit like that, or in back of a T or whatever, or a dot or a 1. And it's something to throw you off, to make it seem like it's me. I will never reach out to you, okay? Let alone, I really don't even follow people. So if you get an unexpected follow or request from somebody that has my name or looks like my name, and it's a scammer, please use discernment and don't get scammed. Okay, loves? Take care. Bye.